Yeah, after playing a lot of the new format Twist, I'm going to tell you what I think about it and give you almost a kind of review of the format and the first season. The current format of Twist is 2 rotations of standard legal decks. So the current rotation of standard legal decks and the last rotation, and no neutrals. The reason I think they've done this is to make it as accessible in the first season as possible for all players, because it's most likely that current players are going to have a decent amount of standard cards and maybe some of the old standard cards from the last season. And to make the actual format feel different from Wild and Standard, they've banned all neutrals from deck building. So if we look at player size, there's currently around about 100 legend players in each region of Twist. If you look at EU Twist size, there's 140 Twist players, 93 Twist players in the Americas, and in Asia, there's only 46. If you compare that with standard current ladder numbers, there's 804 in Asia, there's 595 in the Americas, and then there's 915 in Europe as of recording this video. And that's due to it's a new format, it's not very accessible for some players, and it also could be, what we're going to look at next, what decks are actually viable in Twist. So I played to Legend, it's 122 games currently, at a 63% win rate, but I am playing a off-meta deck, which is Thief Priest. So overall, I've played against 29 Demon Hunters, I've played against 40 Druids, 22 Mages, and 11 Shamans, and then a couple of other classes dotted around. So you can see there's a power spike of 3 classes, Demon Hunter, Druid, and Mage. This is going to be off-putting for some new players that want to get into the game. If a new player comes in and plays Twist, and after, say, 20 games, they're hitting this range of decks, they're not going to be very invested into it, especially if they don't have the full card sets to make one of these decks. So to remedy this problem with the Twist format in this season, they have gone ahead and announced patch 26.6.2, and it looks like they are going to be banning a number of cards in Twist, which relate to these actual top 3 decks. So obviously Blizzard had looked at the stats, and they've seen that these 3 decks are an issue. I actually think the bans that they've done are pretty good. They've banned Glide, which is a huge part of the Demon Hunter's disruption to stop players from answering their big threats. Also, it's a 4-card draw. They've also banned the Crypt Keeper. This card was played for 0 mana, and it locked out a lot of board-based decks because they could just drop these down fairly quickly, and then the likes of maybe like Implock or Weapon Rogue couldn't actually hit the Druid in the face to deal a decent amount of damage to them. And for Mage, they've banned Refreshing Springwater, so you can see that they've hit all the top decks, but this will open up more decks you can play within Twist. Pure Paladin might see a little bit of a higher spike. If you look at my stats that I posted there over the 122 games, I actually only played against 5 Paladins. Pretty unusual, but I guess Paladins have a really bad win rate against Druid and Demon Hunter, and that's probably the reason, and Mage, in fact. So the bad thing about the current format of Twist is the barrier of entry, which they tried to resolve by making it as modern as possible. I think maybe they could have basically let all cards be free for the first run of Twist to get as many players involved and active in Twist as possible. The second bad thing about Twist has been the deck building aspect, which I think should be one of the strongest parts of the Twist format, and that is because of the power free of Mage, Druid, and Demon Hunter. But like I say, I'm going to go on to one of the good parts about Twist, is that they've actually addressed that point pretty quickly by banning free cards. So that shows their willingness to actually jump in each format. If there is a power outlier, they will jump in and basically resolve that by banning a card, which is pretty easy to do. Another good aspect of Twist is the appeal to people that like to build decks under limited rules and limited formats. I think that's going to be a really fun aspect. It's good that you can be invested into building some of these decks, because you know that if there is anything too powerful, Blizzard will step in and ban a particular set of cards. So to review the first season of Twist, I think there are aspects that could have been done a little bit better. I think if you want to get people involved within the first season, make all cards accessible, so anyone can jump in and build the deck that they want to build without any kind of restrictions or commitment into making a deck. Also, I think it was pretty obvious that some of the decks were going to be extremely powerful, but I think they have resolved that issue fairly quickly. It's only day 5 of the season and a ban announcement has been done. So mixed feelings about the first season. I like it because I like playing Thief Priest, and a lot of the matchups that I have going into this format with Thief Priest are fairly good. So I have a lot of fun myself, but I can see why people do not want to play against Demon Hunter, Druid and Mage constantly in a kind of very one-sided matchup, especially with Mage. With the bans coming in, I will link the Thief Priest I've been playing below, because that looks like it will get even stronger. Druid's going to be a lot weaker to decks that like to build board and hit them in the face because they can't generate zero amount of minions anymore. Mage will probably struggle to set up their combo because Spring Water obviously lets you draw 2 cards for free in that deck and carry on with your game plan. So I imagine that will slow down the Mage by 1 or 2 turns. And I think Demon Hunter, in its current iteration of the Wampa deck, without Glide, will have a lot more trouble sticking minions to board because they're no longer able to disrupt their opponent from removing them. Good changes overall. Probably opens up Weapon Rogue, opens up Pure Paladin, and probably opens up maybe Implock. Can I recommend Twist to anyone? I think if you like playing Thief Priest and you like building decks, now is a good time to jump in after these bans. But I'll leave you with a bit of a nail-biter game against Druid, which kind of highlights the fun of Twist, for me at least, which is building your own deck, going up against a powerful meta deck, and then grinding them out. Enjoy. Oh, an actual... actually matched legendary. Am I meant to keep this? I don't know. We'll test it. No, I wasn't. Because I need draw. I'm probably meant to just search draw. And not keep this. Oh, never mind. All I have to do is hit 1 clergy. 2 is ideal. 2 clergies would be right. I mean, I can luckily take care of any owls that drop early. Just do double light burn. One clergy. 2 oh my god, yes. That's good. That's fucking good. Especially with gift of luminance. I like it. Oh, and double funnel cake. Mate. Mate. This is pretty bad. Need to go cheap, but I'll take power chord there. I'll burn that. Get a couple of reductions. It's going to be nice because I have Palm Read and then an Everlasting. Which brings everything down nicely. Probably kills both the Nismanis with Rake, but could discover. Something half decent. Hey, Nons, wait. Hey, appreciate it. How's it going? You joining us? We're playing a little bit of Twist, a little bit of Twist action going on. I guess I draw one now with this, then trade here. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream on ranked. Okay, discovered kennel. What's the damage here? Look a bit more. I'm just gonna am I gonna ID theft actually? I haven't got any more minions in the deck. This is a card they kept in their opener. It's Rake. Rake and Resize Pouch. Or Planted Evidence. Probably Planted Evidence. So let's just do this.
What's yours will be mine.
I think rediscovering is going to be good. Now he can't hero power and kill. See, now he gives me his quest reward, because if he plays his quest reward, he won't want to sink 8 damage into this. That's for sure. Might go for a little cheeky resurrect here if I can. Or I could just go play this quest reward. And then take a card out of the hand as well. See, I've got this.
Nobody messes with my friend.
Can drop this. This. I have more of a card advantage, but didn't take as many cards as I would have liked. I say card advantage, but 2 of the cards are immediately useless in my hand. The 2 insights are useless now. I'm gonna want to try to get some value out of the Veil.
Nobody messes with my friends.
Nature speaks through my tunes.
Alright, let's start with this. Oh! Fight over me. Nothing actually great on fight over me, but it is a targetable card. I'm just gonna do this. Couldn't I don't think I could have took advantage of fight over me. Just trying to think what I want to do now. Probably pass the turn. We've 6 for 9. I want to have full mana when I play this. Yeah, I want all my mana to generate as many cards as I can with this. He's hit me for 7 a turn. Great. Got Feral Rage. Resize Pouch is good. Resize Pouch on 7 mana will give me... It'll give me the Lifesteal minion. I think that's probably my... Is that my best bet? I'm trying to think what priest cards I can discover that were going to give me the most... or Skeletal Drake, yeah. I think Drake might be a good choice. And this is targetable. I haven't had any undead die. I think we're going to go with the Elk. Oh, the deck list is, yeah. So I only have 1 minion.
You cannot crack my carapace.
That's excellent. So 2, could be 2, 7. Actually, it's just bang on. It's just the right amount of mana. Do I wait to do that? No. Need to go for value here. Don't want to overdraw Palm Reed. They're both gonna drop Elks now. Ooh, spending a lot of mana on that is bad for him. These fails might get us there. Palm Reed is one I didn't want to overdraw. Cord. Let's get rid of this. I'm just trying to generate value of these now while I've got it. If I had a death rattle die. I will have now. It's value. Fight over me is good as well in case he plays anything. Looks good. Yeah, we're 4 for 4 on cards. Am I keeping... I think I'm going to keep... I'm just going to silence this. I'm going to keep the Everlasting alive and prevent a bit of fatigue. I don't think lifesteal matters too much on these two. They're both 6. There's just going to be a 6/8. The taunt and the lifesteal doesn't really matter. Because I have a decent... I have a decent taunt on this after it dies. We look good.
Good morning, Dane.
Good morning, lad. Hey, Phantom Rain, I appreciate that, lad. Welcome. How much damage have I got? Oh, wow. Oh, I had the copy. Yeah, there's no way. That was grinded out with the Veil there.